Hello, and welcome to another update video about Platinum. We take a look at the Platinum futures chart. As you know, probably if you follow videos regularly, I have been quite bullish on Platinum, but so far there hasn't really been any impulsive price action. Now we start to see some decent price action to the upside. I do not cover Platinum very often here on YouTube, just simply because the interest was low. Hasn't really moved for a long time, but I made a video a few weeks back on our main channel MCO Global in which I covered the long-term charts. They suggested further upside on Platinum and Palladium charts based on the bullish structure we have seen, and we now have a break above these significant trend lines here. And the overall idea is that we are going to continue to grind higher. So the idea is still, that this here long-term chart was a larger degree top in wave A in May 2008, a B wave low that formed in April 2020, and now we could be working higher, our way higher in the C wave long term 3,975. That hasn't changed from the that's just orientation, just a mathematical projection for now. This is too far out really to call it a target, but yeah, we should get there somehow in this C wave, but that will depend also on how the microstructures are forming on the way up. So the idea is we are overall bullish, and the latest price action confirms that further. By the way, a lot of Platinum requests in the last few days. I started to cover Platinum as a bonus in our stocks membership already a few weeks back. If you're interested, I'll link this stocks membership in the video description, also in our comment section. It's not typically done in video format, but there are lots of written updates, not every day, but more frequently when there is something to report. So we, for example, had an interesting setup here recently. This is when the price early in June hit one of the support areas. Obviously, it's still escalating. I did not expect such an aggressive uptrend, but yeah, it's been holding all support levels. So you can check that out if you're interested. There's also Palladium, gold, silver included as well as additional bonuses. So yeah, let's go back to the chart here. And the overall idea is still here that on the Platinum futures chart, we could move higher. So as I said in previous updates, the initial move up here was likely a start of a third wave, from that wave 2 low in August 22. This is an A, B, and we're now likely in the C wave. And that's the C wave in which we're dealing with an ending diagonal. So it's a bit messy, but it is not an impulsive structure overall. So I made Platinum quite challenging, so I relied on context alone in my analysis. Because we have a 3-wave move up in wave 1, a 3-wave move down in wave 2 into the April low. I think that was round about when I made the videos on the main channel. But the thing is, this is a structure that's incredibly difficult to read for an Elliott wave analyst. I don't know if it's often not covered that much. But to be honest, there wasn't much to report in this entire period. Now we finally get some movements, and I see this as a third wave. So that third wave is an ABC structure because, as I said, we're dealing with ABC structures in the subwaves. So we're dealing likely with an ABC structure, and we could now be working on wave C to the upside, which took a very direct pathway here, this move up. So that was more direct as I expected overall, even though it's going in the right direction, and it held support here early June in the set. This was the setup I showed you. So we simply had a retest of that trend line, which is quite interesting. Now we're moving higher in the C wave. So that C wave could take us to the 100% extension next. We're nearly there, 1306. Why is this important? Because based on the microstructure, the C wave is often the first target. The 100% extension is often the first target of the C wave, but we might go higher. So 1378, 1424, these are all common targets for a C wave. But when can we say that a top is in and this fourth wave pullback has started? Well, I have no evidence for a top at all, right? But normally it would be the 50% retracement of the last rally. If we can break below that level, that's our signal that the fourth wave has started, the third wave has topped. It should still grind a little higher. 1156 is this support level. So yeah, that gives you a good idea of the levels, next upside targets. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, again, check out our stocks membership. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.